I've been out with Sarah recently and we've been having a bino versus spotter competition, and I'm coming round to her way of thinking. I've got the new Pixfra, their new spotter, the Mile 2, and I am looking forward to getting out with it, and hopefully we will have a little bit more luck with the foxes. They are coming out very late in the evening and unfortunately it's beyond my bino's capability. We're going to go out, we're going to have a good look, and we're going to see what we can see. Nothing yet. We're out looking for two different things today. First of all, we've come out to see if we can bag one of the foxes that is a potential pest on the shoot. It's too close to a pheasant pen, so obviously that becomes critical for the gamekeeper. There's a pen just at the bottom of this hill, so it's something that we are positioned up here away, because there is a fox that seems to take this as his line down towards the pen. Perfect for finding foxes, particularly in that dusky time when the binoculars aren't going to be great. We also have an issue that the farmer's got up on the other side, and the gamekeeper as well actually, because we have got some deer that are demolishing a cover crop and they're eating some cereal. There's been some issues trying to catch up with the deer during daylight hours, and obviously you can't shoot deer beyond an hour before dusk or earlier than the early morning. But we just want to see what the numbers are. Is it definitely deer that we've got a problem with, and roughly what numbers they are and where they're coming from and where they're going to, so we can track their movements and then go from there and make a decision as to the best way to manage the population. We also have an influx of rabbits. This has been something that we haven't been seeing so much down where we are, but they are back in their numbers, so this is something that we will also need to be keeping an eye on soon. Please excuse my not very steady hand, but we've got 3 deer here which were migrating from a neighbouring ground down into the cover crop. We'd always thought that the deer were coming up through the wood, and it's interesting to see we do have some coming down too. One of the most extraordinary things that will live with me for a while is how amazing it is at spotting pheasants. Look at all of these pheasants scattered around the pen. Most of them were not visible to the naked eye from the distance that I was. You could see a few, but the number on here is amazing. Fantastic to see them all roosting. This is during the dark period of the evening, and you can see that they've all gone and roosted up in the trees. So hurrah for our pheasants getting out of the way of the foxes. As I pan round, I'm looking now heading towards the cover crop, and you can see in the top of this cover crop the deer have arrived. We've got deer in the cover crop and rabbits at the bottom of the cover crop, so this is something that we also need to be getting on top of. Some evenings on the farm, it feels like a nighttime safari park. The deer are wandering around everywhere. You just saw 3 together in one field. We've got 4 in another. By dark, we can see 2 deer in this cover crop, and as I pan round, a 3rd deer has appeared where the old cover crop was and actually was migrating towards them. So one of the beauties of this farm is that we can see a heck of a long way from certain vantage points, and we are looking now from the top of the hill, and we've been spotting with the spotter through to this paddock here. This is actually just on the neighbouring ground, but it's showing where the deer are coming down from this wood and into here, which is where one of the cover crops is that we're keeping an eye on for the farmer and for the gamekeeper. Now, they're coming in here, which isn't somewhere we'd necessarily thought they were arriving from. We have been able to see them all the way from over here, so no disturbance, but it gives us an idea of their movements, and we can see 3 separate deer spread across this. I'll show you through the spotter in a moment, and it will give you an idea of how well we can see across this valley.
Hello, everybody.
I'm not in it, you're in it.
Oh, hello,
No,
hello, hello. Oh, God. The bickering has started, and we've not even got out.
And I'm back. I'm out with Sarah, and I'm in charge of spotting tonight. Woo!
I'm ready. I'm filming.
Are you?
Yeah.
No, you're not.
I am. It's live.
Hello. Do you want a Freddo?
Yes. Here we go. Most important thing.
Most important thing.
Gum's not
I
even
have
out
got a
yet.
bit of an issue
What?
in the...
Would you like to have a look inside some?
Look at my name.
Most people store like guns and ammunition in these drawers. Celine's just got a shit ton of sweets.
Dealing with a Freddo. Fucking problem. How am I meant to put
Here we go. Another
Quietly done.
Gate entry.
Despite my not particularly quiet entry into this field, we did manage to squeak this young fox out of the cover crop with the use of a YouTube video, funnily enough. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to get a shot at him. We did get disturbed by our friendly, non-friendly neighbour. However, it's another one for another day and one that we will be keeping a very close eye on. We think that there are possibly 2 up in this cover crop. We did see one earlier and would have said the other one was larger. Sarah's other half, Rich, popped along, and you can see the detail that this spotter shows as I'm watching the 2 of them through the spotter before panning round to the fox that he's currently watching, pootling along the back of the field. Midway through the evening, we then came across these 5 deer. They were in the cover crop and it was making them quite difficult to see. With binoculars, we could see them to a degree, but not until they'd come out of the cover crop. It was a lot easier using the spotter.